My name's Kent and I'm from Revolights. So the Revolight bike lighting system is a series of rings you attach to your wheels. They create a headlight, a brake light that functions, and a huge side visibility increase. And the goal is really to make riders more visible on the road. Number one cause of accidents at night is inadequate view from the side. So we're addressing that, plus becoming an actual bike light you'd use. The way it's fixed is there's a clip that you snap onto your spokes, and then you screw a special piece of hardware that actually spaces the rings apart. You attach the rings directly to those spacers, and you do that in 6 points to make it fully secure. And then after that, you attach the battery pack to the center hub, and your set's installed. My background is mechanical engineering. I used to be in aerospace. I actually worked for the Jet Propulsion Lab in California. After that, I did my master's in engineering and focused in medical devices. So this was largely just kind of a side passion that I had. I had the idea about 2 years ago, and really the goal was making a better headlight. I wanted to make a headlight that's low to the ground. Obviously the wheels are the closest thing to the ground, I mean they touch the ground. But you can't have a headlight on a wheel because it would spin on the throw light everywhere. So I came up with the idea of timing the blinking to create the parentheses, which is our shape. I made a prototype of it, and it wasn't until I was riding it around and people were stopping me to say, what are those lights, that I realized it is way more important to just be seen, and these things were making me incredibly visible. So I made a tail light to match it, and that's what started it. When we launched the video, we actually launched it on Kickstarter. And so Kickstarter is crowdsourced funding. It took off. We were asking for $43,000 to make the idea happen, and we ended up raising about $215,000. So it took off massively. We now have about 1.6 million views on our videos across YouTube and Vimeo. So it is catching on, and we hope to become the new standard in bike lighting. So you can already buy it. It's been on sale for about 7 months. And we just came out with a new version called The City, and that one is now internationally available, which is a really big deal, and it's more compatible with more wheel sets. And we want to be able to make it so people can go into a store and actually check the lights out themselves, have the shop help install it if they want to, and really get it on everyone's bike. The idea is that it stays on your bike 24/7. So it has to deal with rain, vibration, sun, everything that you're going to throw at it on the road, and it does. And we tested to do so. So yeah, it held up just fine. I absolutely tried it in Montreal. It was last night that I actually went out at about midnight for a nice night ride, and it was beautiful out. I love Montreal because you guys have dedicated bike paths, which is something that, coming from San Francisco, we have very few of. And it was beautiful, clear. I was looking at the architecture, enjoying the art, and then about halfway into my ride, it just thunderstorms. And so I ended up hunkering under a bridge to let it calm down before the lightning stopped, and then rode home in the rain. So the end of the ride was not so great, but the beginning was beautiful. So I have a vintage Schwinn Latour 2. It's orange, and I love it. And I ride to work pretty consistently. My hours are pretty crazy, and sometimes I have to bring demos, so I don't ride every day. But when I do, I ride pretty far. I'm in the Sunset, which is across the city, and it's awesome. I think it's funny because I actually enjoy riding at night more than I ever did riding during the day, and I feel more visible at night now than I ever did during the day. I think it's a weird transition to have. Yeah, I love riding.